Hey, it's Kelly Janae with Ethereal Ecology. This is the Reducing the Dosage series, and it's about 26 days into 125 milligrams of Lamotrigine. I'm sitting in the car because there's a highway nearby and it's pretty loud, so don't mind me and my random placements. I am in the mountains right now, about to leave somebody's house, and I'm feeling like super anxious. So, coffee, not the best. Caffeine, I was drinking decaf for a long time, and, you really are the sum of the people that you hang out with. So, the person that I'm dating drinks caffeine, and, when we hang out together, that's kind of like what I drink, but it always makes me really freaking anxious and, irritable and weird. It just makes me feel weird. And so I'm like, ugh, and we're like running out of this house right now. It's gonna stress me out. Yeah. And I have been thinking a lot about the concept of susceptibility lately. So I've been seeing frogs. And part of the synchronicity, I'll have synchronicity series on my YouTube channel as well, and that's really all about what you can learn from the signs of your environment, and especially for me, animals that come up. So animals will come up for me and teach me things. So I've been seeing frogs, I'll be walking in the forest and all of a sudden look down and there's a frog jumping out from underneath my foot. Yesterday I was in downtown Asheville, and something was going on. There was some contention, and I walk around the corner and there's this wall in this little exhibit that just has a bunch of frogs on it, these pictures of frogs, big stuffed frogs, hypnotoads, and I was just like, are you serious? So I was standing at this window just reading all this information about frogs, and apparently there's 4,760 species of that's frogs. I think there's 6,000 amphibians, and I think 100 or something frogs have gone extinct in the last, I don't know, maybe 20 years or something. I could be totally wrong on that. I promise you it's probably more. But the frog itself is an indicator species, which means that it can inform us about the health of an ecosystem. So it's sort of like the canary in the coal mine, because it is so susceptible. Its skin is how it breathes. It takes in, it requires water to survive, and water really is our life essence. And if you think about the energy of water, there's literally studies that show that if you project love versus anger on, some water, the molecular structure gets physically changed from something really beautiful. If you make it into a snowflake, if you freeze it, it's this beautiful snowflake when it's love, but if it's anger, it's this disjointed, totally discombobulated, really discordant structure. And so, there's all this chaos and disaster going on in our environment right now. And the way I think about this is, first of all, I'm getting a lot more sensitive, I think, to the problems going on in the world. The corruption, particularly the environmental destruction, and American consumerism, and just how much of a slippery slope all of this is, and how we're at a tipping point if we don't change. It's gonna be really, really bad and scary. So that's been affecting me. But then just hanging out with people who, I've been eating meat a lot. I've been eating dairy. I stopped eating meat for a while, and now I'm eating it again, and I'm drinking caffeine when I know I shouldn't be doing these things. And I love these people, it's not their fault, but it has me thinking, and it's probably a good lesson for people to ponder on, of who are we surrounding ourselves by? What are we surrounded by? What kind of environmental things are going on in our communities? Is there some sort of coalition to stop the felling of forest that should be protected? Is there a water quality issue in a nearby town? Is there even just, hunger problems? And all of these problems that affect our communities that we don't maybe realize that are affecting us, because we're living our very individualist lives. So I guess in this kind of reducing the dosage synchronicity episode, I just wanted to offer up a little bit of frog wisdom and how it seems to be affecting me and the importance of sensitivity. And I think that's a lot of what I've been being taught by this process of going down in dosage, is to be sensitive, because if you're not sensitive to why you're feeling a certain way, then it's really easy to just default to taking, medications. Like, I haven't taken aspirin or anything like that in years, because I know I don't need it. Like, if I have a headache, there's something going on in my brow chakra and my energetic kind of space, and I need to separate. And also, I'm holding a rock. This is called shungite. Crystal healing is so powerful. Everything in this earth has an energetic field around it. If you just think about it, we're all just this massive amount of energy. If you believe in the Big Bang, just boom, like we're all together. We're just solid masses of energy, which is absolutely bonkers if you think about it, and miraculous. But stones are the same, and they've, been forming for millions of years. This is shungite. It's from Russia. It's a really grounding stone. Gets rid of electromagnetic radiation that we get from our phones, being honest, all the time. It's really unhealthy. You can put it in your water and make a tonic out of it and just drink it, and it'll cleanse your system. But I've had crystal people tell me this is probably the most important stone to have on you. I'm holding on to it right now because it makes me feel more grounded and a little more calm as well. Okay, so thank you for listening to this episode. I will continue to catalog my experiences along this journey. As you can see, there is more environmental stuff coming up, and this is really the ethereal ecology part of it, how it's spiritually affecting me, and I'm really, really ready to start doing some activism type stuff. So you will probably see in the next, as this continues, that I'm going to be stepping up in my activism to actually doing something about all of this, which is really this is really what I'm trying to get into in life, is really making a difference. So thanks again. If you would like to support this, I'm on Patreon, patreon.com/ethereal ecology. Could really use your help. So just monetary support is bigger than you could probably imagine for this kind of work. Ethereal-ecology.com, check it out. There's an email newsletter, sign up for it. You'll get content updates like once a week. Facebook.com, whatever, add me on LinkedIn. I appreciate you. Much love. Bye.